Good day, warrior queens, and welcome back to my channel. So today, this is another me. I am just sunbathing in the sun. I am just enjoying the sun. So today's topic is about limiting beliefs, and I tried to put it into a worksheet and read something so that I can remember. And I sounded like a robot, and I was like, nah, this is not gonna work for me. So let's be real, not perfect. So today, let's talk about limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are the things that we believe when we are thinking, the things that we are saying to ourselves and we believe it. Is it true? No. It can be something that people have bluntly put on our bodies and said that from a young age, you are not enough. You will never find a loyal husband. You are broken. No one will ever love you. That was the things that I was repeating to myself. And that made me, at the end of the day, seek my validation in someone else's opinion. I was seeking my worth in someone else's opinion, which led to people-pleasing, unhealthy boundaries, a lack of self-worth. I was struggling to look myself in the mirror because I was believing the things that I said to myself and believing the things that people said to me every time. Like, Marika, you are broken. Your past, no one will love you with your past. No one will ever love you the way you are supposed to be loved. And I was like, okay. And then I've met my husband when I was 17. And at that stage, it was really getting out of that situation of abuse. I know I was 17 years old when I walked to the social worker and I said, you know what? It's time for me to tell my story. Please call the police so that I can tell my story. And the detective came and he said that day, Marika, you have broke a cycle. I was like, what is a cycle? I'm 17 years old. I wasn't good in English. So what is breaking a cycle mean? I don't know. But I thought that I knew that it was a good thing. But I didn't know what it was. And for a long time, it was in my back of my head. But I still had this limiting belief of, if we don't argue, my poor husband, I really don't know how he kept up with me. Like, seriously, I don't know. He was sent by God to help me heal, and he's amazing. And I was living on arguments. I believed in my head that if we didn't argue, he didn't love me. We needed to argue and then we needed to make up. And that went on for 4 to 5 years. That was my limiting belief, that we needed to fight to feel loved. And then we got married and we had our son, and when they put that baby on me, I was like, whew, some things need to change. I can't let my son grow up in a place where it's arguments and fights all the time. And it was hard. I must say, it was hard to start rewiring my brain. And did it happen overnight? Flip it, no, he didn't. And while we were having our son, I was still struggling with my self-worth, with my health. If I look back at some pictures of me, I'm like, whoa, what was wrong? Why did I let go? Why that person, that eyes, you can see in my eyes how sad I was, even though I put a smile on my face. And that was some of my limiting beliefs. That was really some of my limiting beliefs. And over the last 4.5 years since we've moved to Australia, I really dived deep into what is limiting beliefs? What did I tell myself each day? I'm not good enough. I will never find a loyal my husband. Even though he didn't give me any reason not to trust him, I still didn't think that he loved me. I still didn't think that he loved me, even though he married me. I had a checklist. If he marries me, he loves me. If he gives me a child, he loves me. And I had all of these things, seeking my worth in other people's opinions and the actions of them. And that led me to people pleasing. I was 30 years old and I was feeling like a 16-year-old child, not knowing where I belong. I couldn't spoke up for myself. I couldn't tell someone, no, I don't like the way you treat me. I was a people's pleaser. Some days I couldn't even look myself in the mirror. For a long time I couldn't look myself in the mirror. Let's just quickly be honest. The person that was looking back at me I didn't like. Or I was afraid to look her in the eyes and see who was looking back at me. And so over the last 4 years, I really dived deep into what was affirmations. I think if it wasn't for network marketing that taught us about personal development, I would have never knew the power of your mindset, the power of your mind. And that's when I started to read books, going on this personal development journey, about what I put in my mind is what I will achieve, believe and achieve. And so I really needed to dive deep. And when I was starting with this affirmation things, I was like, I am enough, I am enough, I am enough, I am enough. That's what I said to myself, sorry. I wasn't comfortable telling myself that I was enough because I didn't believe it. But then, after a few times repeating, and then Bob Proctor said something about you have to have energy. And I was like, what does that mean? I'm originally from South Africa. I'm Afrikaans. My first language is Afrikaans. And now they are talking about energy. And I was like, okay, I'm not a battery or a charger that needs some batteries to have this energy. And I started with just putting a smile on my face when I said I am enough. I really said, I am enough, I am enough. And then my body it's like a switch in my stomach. My energy was just like, whoo, I am positive, woohoo. And I started with I am enough. Just I am enough. Just those 3 words, I am enough. And then I started, after I said I am enough, I started to, because then negative things about yourself will pop up. Those thoughts will come up. Like, I don't know, it's almost like weed after rain. They are just like, ping, 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 ping. You're not enough. Are you good enough to do this? Are you good enough to do this? Are you sure you can tell your story? No one will care. Da, 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 da. And I had to learn how to rip them off. Like, seriously, I literally put sticky notes on my body. And I wrote down everything that people have ever said to me. You will never find a loyal husband. You are broken. No one will love you. No one will believe you. I was voiceless. I was really voiceless. Just the backstory. When I told my story when I was 17 years old, the first detective said that I was breaking a cycle. Then I had to tell my story again to another detective. And that person, I don't want to say a bad word on here, said that I've asked for it. That is why it happened to me. And I was like, okay. I was here trying to tell my story and now you tell me that I've asked for it, so it's my fault. And it put me back to a place where I was like, okay, but why do you see, the first person told me something positive. And then someone told me something negative. And what did I do? With that limiting beliefs, I believed that one that said one thing negative. And I was silenced. I was silenced because of one person. Even though this person gave me a thing that was more powerful, I was in a space with this person and I believed this person. So I was voiceless. I was like, I just need to give up. Because why does it matter if I tell my story? No one will believe me. And my husband went and he was just furious at that detective and he was like, how can you tell a 17-year-old girl who's ready to tell her story that she's asked for it? And I was voiceless for a long time. So over the last 4.5 years, I really needed to rip off these bandages, these limiting beliefs, and replace it with positive affirmations. And I must say now, I am in a better place. So when I've got these healthy boundaries, oh my goodness, because healthy boundaries is, you need some healthy boundaries in place. But for me, I needed to first fix my mindset because my mindset was not a growth mindset. It was a victim mindset. And I really want to encourage you, if you are a survivor and you are in your healing journey and you don't know where to start, just start with I am enough. Because Queen, you are enough. Don't let anyone, and I'm talking out of experience, don't let one negative person ruin your life. Because it took me years, and now that I'm thinking back, I want to cry because one person put me back almost, we have been here for 4.5 years. I was 30 years old. And that person put me back, one person put me back to a place, and I had to do over 10 years. Over 10 years. 13 years to be exactly, 13 years. It took me 13 years to say, Marika, who are you? Who are you without the people pleasing? Who are you without all of these seeking your worth in other people's opinions? Who are you? So I don't want you to waste 13 years of your life believing that you are not enough. Believing that your voice doesn't matter, Queen, because your voice matters. And now I'm getting emotional, I don't know why. But it is powerful. I don't want you to waste your relationship with your husband or your son. Because that is really what was happening. I wasted my life because one person tried to silence me. And I believed him. So I really don't want you to waste any more time on these limiting beliefs that people have put on you with their opinions. Because you matter, your voice matters, your story matters. So start today with just standing in front of the mirror, even though that person not looking back at you is not happy or is sad. That inner child of yours. Just start by I am enough. I am enough, I am enough, I am enough. Put a smile on your face. I am enough. Even if it's a fake smile, your unconscious mind doesn't know what's the difference if you're fake smiling. So fake smile the heck out of it. Because, I am 4.5 years into my healing journey, and that is why I'm doing this, is to give you the right resources so that you don't waste a minute on things that doesn't serve you anymore. I'm telling my story while I'm giving you resources, and because I want to help 1,000 women, just 1,000 women. That is my mission in life, to help 1,000 women go core and speak up. So anyway, Queens, I hope that you know that you are valuable, you are important, you are enough. And you've got this. You've got this. It took me 4.5 years to become this person that I am today. Showing up authentically. Be real, not perfect. Healing is, and the thing is about this platform is healing is a journey. It's not a destination. We are all on different stages in our healing journey. So if you already like and subscribe to this channel, go and join my safe community on Facebook. Go in there. There's a lot of women there who is also on a journey, because it's amazing when you have a community where you feel safe. Yes, I think that is it for today. I hope you have a fabulous day. I really hope that you have a fabulous day. Like and subscribe to my channel. This is really me being real, not perfect, showing up every time I move. It's like some, but I just couldn't sit in that cold office of mine I wanted to sit in the sun because limiting beliefs is not just about showing up perfectly. I need to be perfect because that was something else. I needed to be perfect because what would people think about me? Now I just don't care. As long as I feel comfortable in my skin, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And feeling the hotness of the sun, especially if you are traumatized or re-triggered, sit in the sun, feel the heat on your face. Listen to the wind blowing through the leaves. Take some deep breaths. Scream, shout, let it all out. Sit your ass down on the grass. Go for a walk in nature. And that was some things like I was like, that's crazy people that is doing those things. I'm not a crazy person. No, I would rather sit with my own negative thoughts and believe the things that I believed, the thoughts that I believed, and the things that people said to me. That was the crazy part. So go out there today. I am here. I'm giving you these resources so you don't waste a minute. Take that minute. Go for a walk. Do some self-love, deep breaths. Start hugging yourself. I am enough. I am enough. I am safe. I am safe. No one can hurt me anymore. Their opinions doesn't matter anymore. I know my self-worth. I know my I know my worth. I know where I want to go. My voice matters. Anyway, Queens, I hope you have a fabulous day. And yes, I hope that you really found some value. I love you. And like and subscribe to my channel. Go and join my safe community. Let's Go Core community. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye.